Hello and welcome to my Sunday. It's about 10 to 3 in the afternoon. I've just come up for air. I've been editing all day, the usual, but I'm flipping starving now. And do you know what? I still haven't started my Christmas shopping, not really. I really need to get started, at least buying some stuff online. I need food though, I need it urgently. Here's my little thrown together lunch. That didn't take me very much time at all. So as you can see, there's courgettes, a bit of celery, veggie sausages, which are the Calder and Lincolnshire sausages. Wanted to use them up before they went horrible because they've been open a couple of days. Mushrooms, did I say mushrooms? Fresh tomatoes chopped up, some ginger, some garlic and some basil and some freshly ground black peppercorns. And with it I'm going to have crumpets. These were a substitution in my Asda home delivery. It is so dark in here, I can't believe it. It's not even that much past 3 o'clock. The time is now 5 past 3. Anyway, substitutions. As I was saying, when Mr. Asda delivery man came, I'm just going to stir that, it sounds a bit kind of hissy. I just need to never order potato cakes online again. Okay, substituting potato cakes for crumpets isn't too bad. I mean, you know, it's kind of in the same category. I have had some really silly ones. My silliest ever substitution, personally, that I've had is I ordered meat-free sausages and I got sent gluten-free sausages, which obviously contained meat. So anyway, that was the most ridiculous. This wasn't that ridiculous, but anyway, he said what happens is the people doing the packing have this little electronic device in their hands and something comes up, and if it's not there, the device suggests the alternative. And he said because it's quite a repetitious job, after a while people can sort of go into a bit of a brain fog and they're just on total autopilot and don't even question. And he said that's how it happens, and that's how you end up with such ridiculous substitutions sometimes. And when I worked in a supermarket on the kiosk, I used to go into some terrible brain fogs. Honestly, it was so repetitious. It did not suit me. Oh. And I do it at IVs as well when I'm doing work there. I'm alright with the filing. It's the other stuff. It's just not creative. If I'm doing something creative, I'm all fired up and I'm just zinging with energy and interest. And so if it's something repetitious which has no allowance for being creative, you know, making up your own decisions about how to do things, that just sends me straight to sleep, into a stupor. There we are, quick shot of the lunch, smells nice, looking forward to that. Well, that was delightful, and I finished it off with an ice lolly as well. Is anybody else like me? Everyone says, oh, I've got all my presents bought and wrapped and we're all ready for Christmas, decorations are up, how are you doing? And then you're like, I haven't really started. That's me, that is. So one of my jobs this afternoon is to just sit down at my laptop, go through my list and buy as many things as I can online as possible to try and just really get a good start today now. I'm usually quite good at deciding what to buy because throughout the whole of the year, right, there's a reason I'm doing this, by the way. I'll tell you in a minute why. Throughout the year in my Notion app online, but you could just do it on a bit of paper and a notebook, whatever. Whenever I have a little thought about a present for somebody, you know, I might be out for a walk in the countryside or something and I'll suddenly think, oh, this would be good for IB. I get my phone out and I put in my Notion app in this category, Christmas presents, and then subcategory IB. And I make a note of it then. So throughout the whole of the last 12 months, I've been doing this with everybody that I need to buy presents for. So I've got a huge list and I've no idea what's on it because I can't remember, because some of them are literally from Boxing Day last year, you know what I mean? So anyway, that's really helpful. So hopefully it should be relatively straightforward. At the moment, I do feel like a total loss as to what to get Izzy. I have no idea because, I mean, she's earning her own money now. She buys whatever she wants now anyway. Even a brand new, well, second-hand phone. So I don't know. But anyway, I think on my list there will be things which I'm printing out currently. And the reason I'm switching it on and off is because for some reason my laptop can't find it. And then if I switch it off at the wall and back on again, then all of a sudden my laptop can find it every time. I don't know why. I was just having a little peep down at it now. A lot of the things that I've noted down, the ideas have come to me whilst I'm watching vlogs, funnily enough. So if somebody's got a new item and like they really like it and they recommend it, I think, oh, that would make a good present for. Quickly put it on the list. Yeah. I'll suggest a good present to you. I think it's a good present anyway. Stainless steel clothes pegs. I'll leave a link in the description. IB bought these for me, but somebody recommended it to me in the comments and I told IB about it. He bought himself some and his were bigger than mine, so mine are quite little. I think his are probably better because they're bigger, but they don't break. They're made out of one bit of metal and they don't go snapping and litter your garden with broken pegs. And I use them for everything, sealing packets of things in the house. I mean, they're a once a lifetime investment because they just don't break, they don't rust. Well, I don't think they rust. Mine haven't. Right, I have my list and I'm going upstairs with it And maybe sometime I decided I needed coffee. And do you know, on my present ideas list, which I've printed out now, I even had present ideas for me because every year my mum and dad and boyfriend and daughter ask me what I want for Christmas. So I've actually started to make one of my own. And this is what's on my Christmas list. I've hidden that one because I've decided I want to get it for other people and I didn't want to spoil the surprise. But anyway, wrist rests for using with the laptop because I'm using the ridiculous. You've seen it in the vlogs. This is ridiculous. It's my homemade, you know, try not to get the RSI thing, sock creation. I'm fed up with it. It's ready to go in the bin. New 3-pin converter for Europe for taking on holidays. Bathroom mirror like IB's because I love it. It's brilliant. Decent hard-wearing umbrella, preferably transparent or white. And a guitar stand. I've got a feeling I've asked 2 people for the guitar stand because I forgot it was on my list and I asked my dad. But to be fair, Dad, if you are watching, I could do with 2 because I could have one up here in the bedroom for when I'm using the guitar in the bedroom, one in the lounge. I mean, I could do with 3 because then I could have one in every floor of the house. It would be fab, to be honest. This, by the way, is something Isabel drew years and years ago in the notebook and I've just kept this page in there because I like looking at it whenever I'm doing my notes. Right, I said I was going to do my shopping now, but I realised I need to do some laundry. Speaking of laundry, I liked wearing that dress for the first time last night. I got it from a local clothes shop on sale. It was like £7 or something like that. And they had another one of a different design. And I really wasn't convinced I'd like this with the pleat all the way down. Like, it looked a bit kind of funny. But on, I thought it looked all right, actually. And I'm thinking now, I wish I'd got the other one. So I might go and look tomorrow, see if they've still got it. But it was so many weeks ago, they probably haven't. But wish me luck, because it was very nice. Before I do anything else though, I need to get a battery and it's this sort for my new flute mic. And Mick has actually recommended me a particular website. Oh my gosh, this light is flickering. I thought I was being so organised. Apparently not. Give me a minute. Right, what's the matter with you? Do you need charging? What is going on? That's not better. Give that a bit of a charge then, shall we? No, it was still half full. Don't know what's the matter with that then. Perhaps it's on its way out. It's been dragging it around in my bag too much. Right, I've got that light on the camera now because this one's got an actual cold shoe attachment for a light. Now I can't see anything though, I'm completely dazzled. What was I going to say? Yeah, Mick recommended a website for buying batteries, buyabattery.co.uk, so I'm going to give it a go now. Yeah, I've typed in the battery name and loads of them have come up. It's about 6 o'clock now in the evening. I spent ages on Amazon buying loads and loads and loads and loads of Christmas presents. IB's done better than anybody else. The thing is, I spend so much more time with IB than anybody else in my family, including my own daughter, because she's never here, that I know what he wants, I think, hopefully, more than anybody else. So Isabel's actually a really hard one to buy for. She's got to be one of the hardest, followed by my mum. My mum and dad just don't want anything, or if they do, they're not letting on. Dad says he wants a jar of lime pickle and Isabel says, well, I'm getting that. And that's it, that's all he wants, a jar of lime pickle. So Dad's being awkward. So I got something for mum, but only one thing. So I am definitely looking forward to a shopping trip to Cardiff or Pontypridd maybe at some point coming up in the near future, so that I can just go and buy little bits and bobs and browse and get little bits. So looking forward to that. Izzy's on her way home, so I don't know how much more vlogging I'll do this evening, but if I don't do any more this evening, I'll carry it on in tomorrow. Good morning and welcome to a brand new week. I've been up for about an hour drinking coffee, just coming round and sort of getting my mind set for the coming week. I didn't film anything else yesterday. I was hanging out with my daughter and also mic testing different things on this camera, and I'm absolutely sure it is the mic that's at fault, not in the camera, because I used an external mic on it for ages and ages, so I didn't put it in the vlog, and there was no crackles whatsoever when using the Rode Video Micro. But do you know what, it took me about 3 days to figure out how to work it because the lead wasn't working. When I put one of my own external mic leads in, it worked straight away, so there we are. I didn't even think of that. It's usually something simple, isn't it? We are expecting a delivery imminently in about 25 minutes, so I better go and put some clothes on really. I'm just all in my pyjamas at the moment. I've been lounging around. I've got Isabel's injections coming, 6 of those coming, and a replacement sharp spin as well, so I need to go and get ready for that. I'm dressed, well, kind of. I'm quite hot today, actually. I've turned the heating off. It's on time to come on early in the morning. Well, a fair play to the camera centre. I've just got off the phone to them. I did that first thing. I thought, well, I'll ring them now before they get busy. And yeah, they're gonna lend me a camera while this one's being fixed. So I'm gonna take it in tomorrow to get fixed. And it'll probably take a couple of weeks because, you know, I said, oh, I'll be gutted. I'm used to the upgrade now. I don't want to go back. And Yeah, they were so good about it. Anyway, I'm going to get on now, get my vlog up for tonight, and then start cracking on with the things that I need to do today. A couple of things in town, actually. We now have a nice new sharps bin to go back on top of the fridge. So we've had the medication delivery. It has to go straight in the fridge, so I couldn't spend any time getting the camera out to show you that. But anyway, it's down there. I've just been having a little teensy breakfast break, but I'm going to get back to work now. I've just reached a point where I can take a break quite conveniently, so I'm going to nip out, order my prescription, because that whole month of prescription never turns up. I don't know where it went to. I couldn't find it anywhere. I searched IB's house as well, wasn't there. So I've gone a month without it, but anyway, I'm going to order it now and hopefully it'll be here in a few days. And also I want to pop back to that dress shop and see if I can get the other dress that's very similar to the one I wore on Saturday night, but a different pattern. But it's so many weeks ago that I bought it in a reduced to clear sale that I doubt they're there, but I'm going to have a look. Oh, I can take these 2 bags down to the charity shop. Been meaning to do that for ages. I'd like to have a pre-Christmas declutter and clear up, really, but I haven't had time. I haven't cleaned those shoes up yet to go in the bag, so I'll leave those for now. Hopefully they take them. They still have them. They're here. Excellent. Hopefully. Oh, $6.99. Brilliant. Hope they got one in my size. No, the biggest they've got is a 10. I wonder if I could squeeze into it. Sometimes these sizes vary. Should I try it? I'll try it. There it is, look. So it looks funny when it's not on. I am not optimistic I'm going to get into this one. Can you see why I was dubious about it, the way this seam is? But it kind of disappears when you put it on, but I don't think I'm going to fit into it. Let's see though. Hey, Henry's in that fitting room there. Look, can you see his bottom? Well, good grief, I didn't bother taking my trousers off because I thought, well, if I can't get over my top half, there's no point. But actually, it's gone on my top half just fine. Maybe the other one was a 10 as well. I could even wear it as a top, couldn't I? And people wouldn't notice. But yeah, I'm going to take the trousers off and yes, have a look. Okay, I couldn't be bothered to take my shoes off, all right? So like, look like I'm going to the toilet or something, but I'm not. Yeah, it fits. It fits. Yay! Good bargain. £6.99. I am feeling pretty pleased about that. Just queuing up to order my prescription now. I'm back, and 'tis the season for this earring hole here to get irritated and infected. And do you know what I think it is? Woolly hat weather. I think it's catching on it, tugging it around a bit, making little fissures. This is my theory. I don't actually know. I haven't looked at it with a microscope. And then it starts to go red and hot and I need to start putting antiseptic on it. That's happened again. I need to get sleeper in it, but I can't. I went so many years without an earring in this hole just because I just kept forgetting to put it in. And then the only thing I can get in is a very straight stud. I can't get these in, it's just not big enough. I don't want to get it re-pierced because all that pain and hassle and expense when I can actually have a pretty little stud in it, but it's not hat compatible. Maybe I need to try and get an earring that's different, that's not quite so jaggy. Maybe I don't know, something smoother that doesn't catch. That might actually help with this situation. A little later on, and I've just been trying to ring another builder. He answered the phone. I spoke to him. This was recommended by the plumber / heating engineer that I spoke to before last week. He recommended him. He says he's absolutely flat out till May. I said, the way things are going, I wouldn't mind being on a waiting list till May because at least I know it's in the book and something's going to move forward. And he said he's flat out. He said it's the same everywhere. He's not going to recommend any other builders. He said because everyone will just be over capacity already. He said he hasn't had a holiday for 2 years. His wife's really wants a holiday, but he's got so much work on, he can't turn it down. I don't know what's going on. It's a thing at the moment. Apparently in my area, nobody can get a builder. But anyway, he said, give him a ring next week. He'll pop in because he's in the area anyway. He'll have a quick look, but literally I might have to go on a waiting list till May. And he said, and if somebody manages to do it in the meantime, don't worry about it. That's fine with him because he can't keep up with his work as it is. So yeah, that's where we're at with the old building stuff. It's just crazy. I can't remember if I actually told you this at the time, but I wasn't vlogging on the day it happened. I was in my bedroom, looked out the window, and there was a van out there, and it was a builder's van that I didn't recognise, I hadn't seen before, and I went pounding down the stairs out into the street and was tip-tapping on their window because they were in the van at the time, and I asked them about all the stuff, gave them a big list of all the things I needed doing, and I said, you know, nobody's getting back to me. I've tried about 5 companies already, and they were so sympathetic, and they said, oh, is it love? Oh, sorry to hear that. Oh, we'll give you a ring. No, they didn't. So they have my details. They were going to give me a call, arrange a visit. No, nothing. So I haven't chased them, but I kind of didn't feel like it. Anyway, I'm caving in and having coffee because I just feel like it. And also, I need to buy my daughter 2 Christmas presents because she told me 2 specific things. In fact, she sent me a specific link to one of them, so that'll be easy, which is a CD player. And the other thing she wants is really decent jazz shoes. I ordered so many Christmas presents online yesterday. It is ridiculous, honestly, for loads of different people. So over the next few days now, there's going to be an influx, a tsunami of parcels arriving from Amazon. Oh, look at this fancy CD player as he's asked for. Doubles as a Bluetooth speaker as well. Yeah, great, easy. That's about 36 quid. And she sent me a link to the jazz shoes as well. I'm delighted. And this is what she's asked for in the way of jazz shoes. Look at that big waft coming out. It looks like stinky feet waft to me, but I think it's supposed to show that it's breathable. Problem is, I'm not sure what size feet she has. She buys herself so many pairs of inexpensive shoes that I don't really buy her shoes anymore because she just has way more pairs of shoes than I think I've ever owned in my whole life, so I don't bother. So yeah, I don't know what size feet she has, and I've got a feeling that with the jazz shoes you need to buy the next size up anyway. I'm gonna have a sneaky look on the shoe rack to see if there's anything she wears currently, though I think most of her footwear's at my dad's. In fact, I think most of her worldly possessions are at my poor long-suffering dad's. Actually, most of those are mine. Right, these she wanted to keep, so do we have a size? Oh, they're a bit worn out, aren't they? 36, it says on there. These say 37. She's been in these a while. She's got tiny titchy feet. Oh, actually, I did get her feet measured, didn't I? She was like a 2.5 or something like that in UK sizes. Really small feet for her age. Right, I'll go and have a think. That she can always return them. I'd rather get too big than too small because she'll grow into them, do you know what I mean? I forgot all about getting her feet measured. Yeah, she was a 2.5. I can't remember when that was now, though. I think I messaged it to my parents, so I'll go back through the WhatsApp thread, see if I can find the date, and yeah, I found it. On the 25th of July, she was measuring at a 2.5F in Clark's, and Clark's is like a size bigger than Startrite, isn't it? If you know what I mean? So would that be 1.5 in Startrite? Not that I'm going to get her Startrite jazz shoes. So perhaps I should get her a 3.5, but she might have grown since July. Perhaps I should get her a 4. Oh, I don't know. Could do with getting her feet measured. A little bit later on now, those Christmas presents are ordered. I am going to have to set up a new Christmas folder. I'm going to be more organised this year. It's that time of year. Our rehearsals are going to be starting up again this week for learning a Christmas repertoire to do at our Christmas gig, which we do every year. I kind of wish I'd picked up another one of those flexible folders while I was out. Might nip out for one later. Don't know, haven't decided yet. Anyway, Dan has sent a few things to look at that he'd like to add possibly to this year's repertoire, or at least I think they're just ideas that I don't know if he's done them somewhere else with another group or something and happens to know them. I don't know, but we'll probably have a look at those at our rehearsal coming up this week. And lunch is going to be made out of tofu, courgette, tomato, pepper, mushrooms, and with crumpets on the side because I have to eat them every single day until they're gone or they're going to get wasted. They were a substitution. This is smelling rather delicious. Do you know what? I've got a feeling this is turning into quite a long vlog because I've just remembered I started it yesterday. I've got a busy couple of days ahead and I might struggle to get the next upload up in time. I'm going to do my absolute best, but if it's a little bit late, do not worry. All is well. I'm just doing office work and evening rehearsals and all things when I would normally be editing. Those were the crumpets. Anyway, if you haven't watched the Frugal Travellers video that they made in collaboration with me comparing UK Lidl prices to Portugal prices, do go watch that. I'll link it in the description and also in the end screen. If you've enjoyed watching this video, could you please give it a like, subscribe down below if you'd like to see more videos from me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!